Yeah.
Are
That's
you
the
sure
way.
this is the family
Polygamy.
How can I
speaking or
start?
this is you?
Yeah.
Ah,
Actually, I might have my own standard, but my
Okay.
family
ah,
might try
You have no problem with
to.
the
I
complexion,
understand.
but your
Yes,
family
Okay,
has a
I the
problem with the
family have
complexion.
problem.
This
the
reminds me of
Ah,
complexion. So how
England.
can I start
because they are going to be the
that?
ones.
You know the issue with
Of course.
what's his name? That prince and the woman he married, the black woman.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
they asked the question that what will the baby look like? You know.
yes. Yes, that's the reason.
So
If for
I
example that I'm black, why would I go for this? That's all that.
well I think it's now comes back to you, and I think some men are not being men when it comes to issues that they are put in a situation whereby they are between their family and their wife or the one they want to marry. Yes, a lot of men find it difficult to make a decision for themselves when it comes to this aspect. So it's not your family that is going to live with this woman. It's
Yes,
you.
this is
That's one thing
understandable.
that you should know.
Yeah.
So it is now a responsibility that is left for you to make them understand that please, I am the one to live with this woman. These are the qualities that I have seen in her, and I'm convinced that yes, I really want to take it further. So this is my choice. You have to be able
But afterwards,
to stand your
there
ground
are
and do
some
that.
basic qualities.
Now,
There are some basic qualities to be considered Islamically. We all know that.
yeah, of course, we all know
So,
that, definitely.
so those qualities have to be put in place
Yeah, now he's talking
before
about
looking at the
skin color.
complexion.
He's talking about the skin tone.
He's
So
talking about skin
that
color
is
It's
not
and
talking
even a
about
criteria in the
complexion.
first place.
family.
Yeah.
Yes.
So don't at any time consider the family opinion.
Yeah, of course.
You are
Of
the one
course.
that will live with your wife,
That is why
isn't
I
it?
said you have to be a
So
man.
you are not marrying her for the
Not in
family.
a harsh
You are
way.
marrying her for your.
Ato.
That's why in a scenario
Yeah,
in a
this is true.
scenario
You're not
that
marrying
how
us
can
with
you
family.
stop that kind of thing?
So honestly, you are marrying her for your own this thing.
Yeah, for your own life.
Everybody knows that you are marrying her for your own life. But at
Eh-heh.
the family tries to bring in an issue. So how can you tackle that issue?
That is why I
That's
said
my thing.
make them understand that these are the qualities that you found in her or you see in her, and these are your reasons. And please, they should know that you are the one that is going to live with her and not them. And for you,
And you,
whatever skin
you don't
tone or
care.
color she has, it's okay for you. So please, this is your
Yes,
decision,
yes.
and you should stand by it.
Yes, it is
Yes, you should be able to stand by your decision. It's very important. Yeah, it's just like, for example, maybe when you get married to the wife, and maybe your family say that you should divorce her for no reason, or maybe they say that she doesn't know how to greet properly. So what are you going to do? Divorce her? Now, you have to be able to stand up for yourself and for your wife as well. You know, some men, they tend to leave their family to just walk over them and their wives, which is not good.
Of course.
Yeah,
It's not good.
it's not good actually.
Honestly.
Yes, you have to have that boundaries that, okay, this is my family boundaries and this is that is your family and this is my own family. You know, there should be that clear distinction that, look, you can't come to my house and mess with my wife and think that you are going to go away with it. I would not tolerate that. Yes, I'm not saying that you should tell your wife to disrespect anyone. No, but you should be able to stand up for her because she is your wife.
In some cases,
Yes,
in some
you have to
cases,
defend her.
at the first place, the family will accept your wife, but afterwards they will start rejecting her from other things.
Of
So I
course.
think the only way that you make it as simple as that, you should make the family to understand what is happening,
Of course.
because some things might happen in background when you are not there,
Definitely.
and sometimes there is what you call natural hatred.
Of course.
After marrying that woman, the family will now start hating her.
They start
So
hating her
don't
maybe
mind.
because she's successful or she's intelligent, something like that.
So never
Maybe
mind.
you have some, maybe she, I
You
don't
are
know,
taking
because
care of her
you
very
don't
well,
want her.
you know, things like that.
Maybe,
So they become envious.
maybe she's taking care of you very well.
Of course.
They
Kind
will
of
start saying
submissive
it's
and
time,
patient
of
with
course.
you. Yes.
Of course.
There
And
is
the
this
English is
rivalry.
the
I don't
one.
know.
Now,
You
Mala
see,
Junaid,
to
are you
be
There is
saying
this
something?
honest,
rivalry.
we are too selfish. To be honest, our family,
Huh?
especially, I'm very sorry to say that, especially Hausa family,
Yeah, of
we
course.
are too selfish.
Mm.
Whenever they realize that you are taking care of your wife, so your family will start saying maybe
She,
that woman she's spamming
my
my
son.
Uh-huh.
something like this, my son.
All this
So
time,
which
If
all
is
they
not
the.
like
see her
that.
as
So
a
you should try
rival,
your best
what you are
and
supposed to do for the family, you're not
mm,
doing it for
Mala
her.
Junaid,
That's
let
uh,
Mala Isaac finish, please. Let him finish saying what he's saying. Mala
okay.
Isaac, continue,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
okay. So what I'm saying, sometimes you realize that the way you are taking care of your wife
No.
in it gets to an extent that at least you should be taking care of your sisters or your mother indeed. This is not your
Of course.
wife's case is different from your mother. This is what we Hausa are not understanding most of the time.
It becomes so
Your mother is
ingrained.
your mother.
Of course.
Your mother is your mother, and your wife is your wife.
And each one,
If she could remember, if she could remember your mother, she is a wife to your father.
of course.
When your father was alive, or maybe let's say he's alive now, the way he's taking care of her, how will his family feel if they find out he's taking care of your mother in such a way that it's not proposed?
Of course.
So
Of
I
course.
think you are the one that will make them clear, make it clear to them. You have to clear the air. Whenever you realize that something like this is trying to happen,
Is cropping up. Of course.
tell
Of
them,
course.
tell them how important is she to your family, not even to yourself.
Definitely.
That woman, maybe she's trying her best to take care of your mom,
Of
and
course.
she's not aware. She's the one. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, Haji Aisha. We are facing such kind of challenges from our mothers.
Definitely.
Honestly,
Definitely.
we don't have issues with our father, but our mothers, honestly, are the one start, growing such kind of issues in the family.
No.
So I think you are the one who tried to make it clear to them
Of
that
course.
your wife,
Is your
your
wife.
wife is your wife.
And you respect your mother and love her as well. Yeah. And your mother
That's it.
cannot be your wife. So let your
Yeah,
wife be
thank
your
you very
wife.
much.
Of course.
Since your mother is
Thank
your
you.
mother, then treat her as there are
As
so
such.
many
Yeah.
children that
And she should
after
love.
like after marriage they'll be treating their wife even like better than how they are treating their parents. So
Of
the
It's
course.
not
mother
always the case,
especially.
actually.
Yes, it's not always the case,
Is
but there are
can be the
cases
case, but
like
it's
this.
not always the case.
There are so
Like
many
you said,
cases
there's
Not
a
like this,
kind
always
of
the case,
honestly.
natural
but
resentment
there are
that sets
cases
in.
like this.
Yeah, it goes to a point whereby the family, that is from the mother's side or from the relatives of the man, they start to send spies to his wife in the name of holidays.
Maybe when they send someone to spy her, maybe he's not doing what they feel he should be doing for them.
It's not true. It's just a natural
Sometimes it's the
thing.
case.
Different marriages, there are different
For
dynamics of marriage
example,
actually.
there
It's
are
not
like
always the case.
so many instances that you're in the position to help your mother
No.
to cater for her needs. But now you're always making excuses that you cannot buy rice for her, buy beans, but you are providing everything in your house. So
But you have
sometimes
to
these are the
understand that.
choices.
You
So
have to
maybe you
understand that
don't have
before you are
anyone.
trying. You have to understand that before you are trying your best,
No.
do the best to her, isn't it? But now you are married.
When
You are
someone,
marrying another
but
woman.
Responsibility attached to it too. So certain
you
things
feel
that
if
will
you
let
can do it for
them
your wife, why can't you do it for me? And
Okay.
this
they
is
can still
true.
do it.
So
They can still the responsibility increase.
Aisha, please, just as Minister said, we are facing this challenge. Yes, it's
I
true.
understand, but
But
you
to me,
you like you.
to me, what we are leaving behind is we don't want to maintain our lane. My mother is my mother. My wife is my wife.
It's your
Let
wife. Thank you very much.
everybody maintain that lane. If the lane is maintained, I don't think there will be problem.
of course.
I know I know who my mother is, how important she is,
Yes.
and I'm trying my best to do what I can do for
Of
her.
course.
My wife is my wife. I know her
Who
stance.
she is.
There is no how I will keep a woman in my house and I will not feed her, I will not clothe her.
And maybe your children.
Yes, and the children.
So your mother, you can
if my
keep her and live
mother,
with her?
no, I already said it. I'm doing my best to her.
Okay, you can
Which
just
I
do your best. I want to understand this clearly.
Okay.
So now for the mother, you can do your best. But the wife, it's like it's
understand.
absolutely that you
You
must do that.
understand. Wait now, understand something. Doing my best doesn't mean I will do this far and I will not do that. But you should know something. We human beings, if you have one now, you are expected to. You know that. If you have one, you are expecting to get two. You understand that or you get that?
I don't know
That's
get it clearly.
exactly okay. That's exactly what is playing in our mother's mind. You've done this for them. Okay, they are expecting more than that.
Okay.
And they won't even tell you. They won't even complain to you.
Yes.
But all they will look at is because of your wife, you are not doing the number two for me. They won't tell you. They will only have the grudges on her, on the wife.
Yes.
It's
You
true.
get what I'm saying? That's exactly what is happening. They won't even complain to you. You've done the one you did. Okay. And they are expecting more than that. Or they won't put the blame on you, the blame
They'll
will
put
be
it
on
on
your
your
Yes,
wife.
yes, I know this is true.
Of course.
Yes, which is wrong.
It's
Tell me if you want
it's
if
not
you
fair.
want that. Tell me. Oh yeah, the one I will do for you, I will do. The one maybe I will do for you later. Okay, yeah, Kodi, next time I will
Of course.
get that
I'll
one.
do
for
it.
you.
So yes, that is true. That is
And one thing
But
also.
But do you know where the problem is?
No.
no.
Yeah.
There is a kind of there is a kind of partial or artificial selfishness,
Yeah.
which is sometimes is coming from our mothers.
Okay.
Maybe before, when you are, excuse me, Haji Aisha. Maybe
I
before,
fully agree with you.
clearly understand.
so before,
I agree.
when you are not married,
Okay.
when you are not marrying any woman before,
No.
maybe at the end of the month you used to buy 1 carton of spaghetti,
One bag of rice.
small bag of rice,
With
and
oil.
one small bag of rice like that,
No.
and she will appreciate it. Your mother will appreciate it.
And bless
Maybe
you
after
as
you
well.
get married to another, after you get married, when you bought her 1 carton of spaghetti and 1 bag of rice,
With
the
money.
same thing. She will now with some money. She will now complain. She will now start complaining. Do you know why the complaint is? Now, since you are capable of marrying another woman, it means that your own.
You can
I'm
do
telling you,
of
there are some that are
Like,
that are doing such kind of things.
there are so many mothers I know that will buy food stuff for their children's house.
It's true, of course.
But
What-
there are few.
You see,
we're not saying
Let
all
me-
of them
let
are
me,
like that,
chip
but
in here.
You
You see, every marriage dynamic is unique. There is no
It's true.
one
It's true.
one size fits all for marriage. Marriage is so diverse, so complex, and it depends
Of course.
on those that are involved. There are different dynamics when it comes to marriage. There are marriages that the mother shops, just like you said, and takes it to her daughter-in-law. And there are also that is instances whereby the mother tends to become like a blockage that tries to prevent the normal relationship that should take place between her son and the wife. It happens
wife,
in different
yes.
scenarios, in different cases. Yes, so it just
Of
depends
course.
on the individuals involved.
And
actually.
there are wives
Yeah.
like the wife of the son
Yeah.
that would try to
Separates
kind of separate
the son from the mother.
the mother
Yeah,
from
it
the child.
happens.
Yes.
It happens. That is why marriages is so diverse and so complex.
Mm.
Yeah. So there are
Basically, marriage is dynamic.
different dynamics of marriage actually.
Mm.
It's true. And
Actually,
also
marriage
there
is
are
dynamic.
situations whereby the son tends to neglect the responsibilities of the mother upon getting
Yes.
married.
Of course.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there are
Getting
different
married.
Yeah.
so we can all agree that all these scenarios happen. So we are just trying to find a balance. Yes, just like Marlon
But
Isa asked.
I have a solution.
Okay.
I have one solution
All right.
regarding to being open to your mother about your own family. When I say family, regarding to between you and your wife.
Okay.
And we have to be a kind of very skeptical in terms of letting our parents know what about our own home.
Definitely.
It's not everything that you go and tell your mom
Of
or
course.
your parents generally, because there are some issues that you can solve it between you and your wife.
Definitely.
So don't at any time.
It doesn't have
Don't
to
at
be
any
solved in the
time.
public square.
But whenever you are taking your issues, your own personal domestic issue to your mom or to your parent, it will cause a lot of issues. Your parent will hurt your wife.
And to me, it looks like you are not even a man yet. You can't take on your own responsibilities.
You cannot make a decision
On your
on your own. Exactly.
You might seek counseling. It's not bad. It's not.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Always
that one is
running
understandable.
to your mother for every tiny issue. It looks childish to me, actually. Yeah. So that's a very important point too. Thank you very much.
But it's like Madam Junaid tried to say something.
Now.
Over to you.
Okay, now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying.
Miriam, you haven't sent the question.
Yeah, she hasn't. Yes, Mala Mariam, do you have any question? Okay, I think she doesn't.
So we have been talking about the husband's side. What of the wife's
side? Yeah. Okay.
Mala Mariam, over to you.
I think she's not willing to say anything.
Is that? Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Actually, from the wife's sides also, they have such kind of issues. When involving, like, you involve your parents into your marriage matter, so it gets difficult to handle the house.
To handle issues on your own, yeah.
Yes.
That interference that indulgence tends to open the doors for more problems.
Your family to interfere into your problems.
That is the issue. That party, but slight problem, you just tell your parents and inform them this happened, that happened, instead of speaking to the husband and making it clear to each other. And there are some ladies who they like going home, complaining, taking this, doing that, and they don't want to speak to their husband or to make them understand what is going on in their life.
Yeah, that's if I understand the point you're trying to make, that is there's a gap in communication. The wife is not communicating properly with the husband. Yeah, that communication is very important. There's a rule that says that you should not agree to what you don't want to agree to in marriage. Yes. So, and also you should try to always sort things out for yourselves before involving a third party, which is not the case nowadays. Yes. And even with social media, you see that something happened, someone will just write and post, and then come the opinions crashing in, trying to solve the problem. It's to me, it's a very wrong approach, because the
Very
more
wrong.
the number
Very wrong.
of advices you receive, the more confused you get, because
Well,
when you
the
when
more
you when you
confused
have a
it
problem,
is,
there are
it's
many things that go into the problem. So
Yes.
you and the person are in a better position to understand, okay, where
Right.
is the problem
Yes.
and how can we
Address
be
it.
able to fix it? Yes, but asking some strangers on social media that, okay, this happened to me, what is your advice? This one says this one says that, without having a holistic understanding of the problem itself. So how can they be able to find a solution to a problem that they don't have all the variables, for example? And also,
But Imam,
it's a
thank
one-sided story. No,
of course, of course. But
So-
Imam, thank you very much for saying communication.
no,
When there is no communication between the marriage partners,
no.
this will also contribute in letting your family knows what is going on in your
Of
own
course,
house.
of course.
Because I know by tradition, when a wife visited or pay a visit to her parent, they are asking her such kind of question. So so far, what is going on between you and your husband?
Yeah,
So if there is no room for that communication, as you mentioned in your own
Marriage, yeah.
explanation, so that communication, she cannot communicate to you directly or to her husband directly. Rather, start communicating with her family.
wow.
And you know how parents are taking things more serious.
Of course. They
With
can even
regarding
take
to
it the
marriage.
wrong way. It's not even about taking it serious. They can take it the wrong way,
Yes, yes.
because they are
Wrong
not
way.
in
Thank you very
the
much.
situation.
Wrong interpretation.
And let me
Because
make a
maybe
point here, please.
when